What's up? What's up? What's up, guys? Back with another episode. Been a long, a long week. I had a family in town. They just got out of town. I wanted to get this out earlier, but like I said, just a lot going on. Been real busy, but a lot of news. This is gonna be a real cool weekly episode. So a lot of cool stuff to talk about. We're gonna talk about some Arcade1Up. We're gonna talk about some Sony State of Play. Analogue, and we also got some just pickups and stuff like that we'll talk about at the end, and then also some game announcements and just gaming news as far as upcoming releases. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's not waste any time. First up, so Arcade1Up finally has some like SKUs for some of their stuff that they announced this summer as far as just arcades they announced just a month back. We got some pricing, some details on different retailers. So the first one up is the X-Men versus Street Fighter cabinet. That's available at Best Buy, but they're going to have different versions of that. I know when that came out, they said they're going to have an X-Men versus Street Fighter kind of skin, and then one with the Marvel versus Capcom skin. So the Best Buy is going to be selling the Marvel versus Capcom one, and let's go over kind of like what they got there. That one is actually available for pre-order right now. It's the Marvel versus Capcom special edition. Available for pre-order now from Best Buy, and that's going to be $4.99, and that ships October 1st. So that's actually coming up pretty soon, but that ships October 1st, and it looks like from what I'm reading, it looks like it comes with 5 games, which I thought that was only going to come with 4 games. If I'm mistaken here, make sure you let me know. But it looks like it's going to come with the Marvel Superheroes, X-Men versus Street Fighter, Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter, then Marvel versus Capcom, and then the Marvel Superheroes War of the Gems. And it specifies on there that that one is not going to be Wi-Fi enabled, and it looks like the other 4 will be Wi-Fi enabled. But yeah, I'm counting 5, which I thought this was only going to be 4 games. So if I'm mistaken, make sure you clear that up and let me know. That's also going to come with a custom riser, a custom stool, light-up marquee, and a light-up deck. So that's really it's $500. That is a lot. But as far as I think that's the best deal as far as like the most they're going to give you for any cabinet they've had for like just quality of games for 500. So that, I think even trumps even the NBA Jam. So that one is definitely it's moving up higher on my list. I'm probably going to grab that. Not 100% sure yet. They also listed, and this was kind of like a shadow to where they didn't notify of this during like their event this summer. But there's a Miss Pac-Man head-to-head pre-order now from Best Buy, and this wasn't shown before. This is like the cocktail type table. I have the Street Fighter one. This is going to be a Miss Pac-Man one, and this one's going to be $4.99, and this ships October 15th. And this is going to come with 6 games. This is a pre-order from Best Buy is where it's available right now. But it has Miss Pac-Man, it has Super Pac-Man, Pac-Mania, Pac-Land, Galaga, and Galaxian. And then also Dig Dug and Dig Dug 2. One thing that they did with this was that they raised it. This is going to be 29 inches high by default. The Street Fighter one was only 25 inches tall. I think I ended up getting like 7-inch or 6-inch legs or extensions. I think I got 6-inch leg extensions, not that, which would put the 25-inch one at 31 inches, which is pretty good. Works really good with the short stools that you can get from Arcade1Up. But at 29 inches, I think that's probably you won't have to adjust that. I think that's a pretty good height. I'm glad that they actually made that adjustment. I'm not going to be getting it because I already have one of those head-to-heads, and they take up so much space. They're really cool. They are multi-purpose, but they take up a lot of space. So just the fact that I have one, I don't have the space for another one. But that is a pretty cool-looking cabinet. They also have the SKU out right now for the Miss Pac-Man cabinet. It's not available for pre-order yet, but I think it may be dropping pretty soon. But the SKU that I saw, because it was a little bit glitchy when I was surfing Best Buy. At certain points I saw it listed, at certain points I didn't saw it listed. But I think it looks like there's some kind of error with their website at the time that I had filmed this, and it looks like the price for that seems to be $4.49, and that comes with 4 games. That's Miss Pac-Man, Super Pac-Man, Dig Dug, and Galaxian, and then it also has a light-up marquee and a matching riser. So more than likely I'll probably skip out on this one. I don't know that I want to take up that much room just for the Miss Pac-Man. I'm not the hugest fan of the Miss Pac-Man. I may look at the countercade that I'm going to get to in a minute, but I'll probably skip out on this one. Let me know if you're interested in that one, because it is very nice looking. It's a gorgeous looking cabinet. I just, space is premium, and I don't know if that's one that I really want. Next up, they have the Big Buck Hunter, and that one says coming soon. So that one's not available for pre-order right now neither, but the SKU is there, and you can see it's going to be $549 with no ship date currently. And that's going to come with 4 games. That's Big Buck Hunter Pro, Big Buck Hunter Safari, Big Buck Hunter Outback, and then Big Buck Hunter Open Season. So 4 games you get for that. It comes with a matching riser, and then 2 light gun rifles. So that one is, that I'm probably passing on that one as well. I'm tempted to grab that one and then just mod it, so then I can mod it with any light guns that I want, but I may just hold off to see what other light gun cabinets they come out with. Next up is the Miss Pac-Man Countercade, and this is going to be $150. I know this. I don't know if this is the exact same one that was on QVC or if it is, because I'd heard that one was like $90 or $110. This one is listed for $150, and it's going to be available It's available right now. You can order right now from Walmart for $150. And then there's also going to be, it looks like that's going to be available from Best Buy starting August 10th. So it looks like you can order right out the gate the Miss Pac-Man Countercade from Walmart, and Best Buy looks like it's going to be coming soon. That comes with 4 games. That's Miss Pac-Man, Pac-Man Plus, Galaga, and Dig Dug 2. So if I get a Miss Pac-Man, that's probably the one that I'll get. Because I do like the look of both of those, but I don't know if I like Miss Pac-Man enough to get the big arcade. I know a lot of people that's like one of their favorite arcades. For me, there's just other things I'd prefer to have. But I think I may get the countercade and put it in my daughter's room because she really likes the look of those. Now let's go ahead and move on to Analogue. I know I've talked with Analogue about the last couple weeks. Last Monday they had the Analogue Pocket that I've been talking about. When I'm pre-order, and I got mine in luckily, and it looked like it sold out within 10 minutes if I'm not mistaken. It may have been 30 minutes, but I'm pretty sure it was actually within 10 minutes. That website was bogged down, and you could hardly get your order through. But they were sold out quick. They said they're gonna restock again. So if you did miss out, I'll try to notify you here if something comes up as far as when they're going to be restocking. But for right now, they're out. Hope you got your order in. If not, then like I said, just try to keep your lookout because they said they will be restocking. Some good news about Analogue in general is that the adapters that come for the Mega SG, that's 3 different adapters. It's the Game Gear, Sega MyCard, and then the Sega the Mark III, or also known as the SG-1000 adapters. So those sold for $49, meaning. And what sucks about that is you can't buy them individually, but you pay $49 and you get all 3 of those adapters, and they only work with your Analogue Mega SD. They don't work with your Genesis or nothing like that. But the only thing that really sucks about that is that they're $49. You can't buy them separately because a lot of people would just probably want the Game Gear. And then you got to pay like $20 for shipping. So when I ended up getting them, it cost me like $70 to get those 3 adapters. And the only one that I really wanted was the Game Gear, which, kind of sucks. But they sold out really quick. They came back in stock on Friday, and I'm surprised that they're actually still in stock currently. So if you wanted those, you missed out on them, go ahead and grab them. They are available before they're sold out again. Also, the Mega SG, I think, was sold out. I know that a lot of the colors were sold out. I'm not sure if they were completely sold out across the board ever, but I know the white one was sold out for a while. Currently, it looks like they got all those back in stock. So they got the 3 black ones. They got the US, Europe, and Japan version available that you can get right now. And they also have the white version. So they got 4 different versions of the Mega SG. And for me, being a Sega fan, that's the best premium way for me to play my Genesis games. Love it to death. That's $189. And the best thing about that as well is that that one comes packed with the Sega Master System adapter. So I play my Master System games on there, play my Genesis games on there. It does not come with a controller, but still it's compatible with any other controller that you got, and that's pretty awesome. They got all those back in stock. Okay, so that's it as far as the Arcade1Up, and then Analogue. Let's go ahead and move over to the Sony State of Play. All right, so the first thing that they did, I feel like they came out the gate. I think it was pretty smart on like Sony's part. What they did was they said, hey, just keep your expectations down. There's not going to be any like mind-blowing, no new PS5 announcements, no big announcements. It's just all PS4, PSVR type stuff. So just keep your expectations limited. And I think that was very smart of them because I think overall the State of Play was actually, considering that they kept your expectations at bay. At least for me personally, I thought it actually came out pretty good. I was surprised because I wasn't expecting anything. I thought it was a pretty decent presentation. They showed quite a bit of the Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time. That comes out on October 2nd. But they just went into some of just the gameplay and just mechanics of that. And the more I see of that, I still probably am not going to pick that up. But the more I see of it, the more I think that I would enjoy it. So we'll just see if like I said, we'll see if I probably won't have time to even play it, so it's not going to make sense for me to grab it at launch. But if you are a big Crash fan, I can see why you'd be excited. But you're going to have 4 playable characters, and it looks like you can play through the entire game with any of those 4 characters. So that's pretty cool that's what they're doing. Something that the next game up that kind of was of interest to me. I know it's been announced probably like a year ago, but I just don't remember it. And it was the Pathless, and that's going to be available on PS4 and on PS5. And that's an open world archer-based game. They showed several minutes of that, just gameplay and kind of stuff like that. And that's going to be a 2020 release. So that's if that will be a game that you will be able to get this year on the PS5, and you can also get it on the PS4. And it actually looked pretty interesting to me. So that's something that kind of popped on my radar that I'd kind of overlooked before, and I thought it looked pretty cool. Something else was Genshin Impact. And I really love the art style of this game. It's an action RPG that has elemental-based combat. It is free to play, which is kind of concerning. And then you can customize your squad up to 4 players. So it's something that I may make the kids download and just see how it goes. But it looks kind of somewhat intriguing. The fact that it's free to play is a little bit bothersome. So like I said, I may download it just to try it out, but we'll see. Another game that kind of I don't think it just got announced. I think it's probably been, people have known about it for a while, but it's the first time that I've noticed it, was Anno Mutationa. Is that how you pronounce it? Anno Mutation. Anyways, that comes out December 20th, and that's an action-adventure game with RPG elements, and it's based in a cyberpunk world. It has a 2D, 3D graphical style. For me, I haven't been very excited for Cyberpunk. I know a lot of people are. Just for whatever reason, it just does not appeal to me. I don't really like first-person games all that much. But this actually is a Cyberpunk world game that is probably what appeals more to just what I typically like. Not that Cyberpunk, I'm sure, will be a fantastic game. It's just not something that really appeals to me for whatever reason. This is kind of more of my speed. So that's something that I possibly will be picking up and talking about just this season. But we'll see how much time I got. Another thing, the Vader Immortal is coming to PSVR, and that comes August 25th. So I know my kids have been wanting a PSVR, so I don't know if I'm going to get them one this Christmas or not. Not very many games on the PSVR that I even care about. This actually looks like one that I would really that I would actually play. So this looks pretty cool. It's cool that it's actually coming to the PSVR. And the next up, what they spent probably the most time on was Godfall, and that's going to be that's coming on the PS5 this year. It's a third-person melee combat-based game. It's a looter slasher melee type game, obviously, and they kind of went into the combat style, and it's supposed to be a very aggressive, not defensive-based combat. And it's a game that I've actually been looking forward to since they kind of teased it back on the Game Awards show last year, to where there's not many games that I've seen on the PS5 that are going to be out this year that are very appealing to me. For whatever reason, this game has been a game that's been on my radar. I'm being if I get a PS5 this year, that's probably going to be a day one for me. Just because it's a new IP. It's not something that we haven't seen before, and I like melee type third person games. That's kind of my genre of games that I really like. But apparently, a lot of people, I've looked in the comments, a lot of videos, and a lot of people are just very unimpressed with this game. Thinks it looks very generic, all that stuff. I kind of get the concerns there. It doesn't look like something groundbreaking. It just looks like something that would be kind of interesting to try out on the PS5. As far as like I said, a new IP, a new experience. We'll see though. But they showed quite a bit of that. Then they also just talked about Hitman 3 is going to be compatible with the PSVR. Never played a Hitman game before, probably won't be playing that. And then Hood, Outlaws and Legends, which is a PS5 2021 release. They showed just some kind of trailer for that, but didn't show any kind of gameplay. So I'm not really sure what that game was even about. But that's it as far as the Sony State of Play. Like I said, overall, I thought it was pretty good. Nothing blew you away, but since my expectations were set pretty low because they kind of went ahead and did that, then I thought it was pretty decent overall. Next thing, as far as upcoming games, some pretty big news. Rocksteady teased on their Twitter that they've been working on a new Suicide Squad game. So Rocksteady's been silent, I think, for 4 or 5 years. A lot of people have been teasing like a Superman. There've been rumors of a Superman game, been rumors of a Suicide Squad game. It looks from what the picture that they posted, it looks like maybe there'll be like a corrupted type of Superman, and they're kind of trying to take down Superman. Don't know much. We've just been teased like I think a couple images, and that's really it. But they're supposed to be at the DC Fandom August 28th is when they're supposed to be like a reveal for that game. So hopefully we'll find out a lot more about that game this year. Don't know if that's going to be a release this year. It could be like just something that they've just kept secret real good. Have no idea if it's this year, 2021, 2022. Have no idea. Hopefully we'll find out before the end of the month though, but that's really cool news. Also, I know I forgot to talk about this before, in like the Battletoads game, they finally came out and announced that that's going to be out August 20th, and that's going to be available on the Xbox Game Pass. So I actually have the Xbox Game Pass, so that's probably something that I'll probably download and actually try out to see how it is. I know some people do, and some people don't like the new graphical style. Like I said, I like beat 'em ups. Haven't played much of the Battletoad games before. I've played a little bit of like Battletoads and Double Dragon and some of the original, but I haven't played through, I think, and beaten any of them. So we'll see if I give that a try or not. But like I said, if you have Game Pass, you can get that free August 20th. Another thing Nintendo kind of announced was that the Nintendo Port Console will be having the Pikmin 3 Deluxe. Comes out October 30th. That's going to be a $60 title, of course. I just really need to tally up. I've kind of been curious of that. How many games, how many ports of Wii U versus new titles, new IPs on the Switch are there? So like, meaning, I'm just curious what that number is, what the ratio is, because I'm pretty sure that there's probably more ports on the Switch from the Wii U than there is new Nintendo IPs that have been released on the Switch. So that's why I kind of like to call it the Nintendo Port Console. But probably Pikmin fans will probably really enjoy that. So let's go ahead and get into some gaming pickups. I've talked about on this channel before, just Displate. I ordered a Displate before for my Ninja Turtle arcade. When you order from Displate, they usually give you like a 30% off coupon that's good for 30 days. So I went ahead and used it, and I got 3 more. And I want to put a bunch on my wall in my gaming room, so I'm probably going to try to order like 2 or 3 a month. And this is the 3 that I got this month. This is just one from God of War, where you got Kratos and Atreus just going through on the canoe, and I really like the coloring and the art style that they got in this one. These 3 are pretty much I'm going to put in my game room above Wesley's TV is where I'm going to put these, and I'll kind of show where those are at. And then I got Darth Vader, good old Darth. And then this one's really cool because then I have my Darksiders statues all down in that room on those shelves. And then so I got a really cool picture of War. So now this is my the fourth display that I got, and I'm probably going to order another 2 or 3 here in the next I'll probably do it this week. But I'm going to try to circle those around the room because I've been getting the small size, and I really really like just the combination of all the just different ones that you can get and kind of match together. But then I also got Tecmo Super Bowl on the Super NES. I got another game probably coming in this week in the Tecmo Bowl series. That's a series. There's a Tecmo Super Bowl series that I probably am going to be doing. A little bit teaser. I'll tease you on that. Probably coming up within the next month. I'm going to try to have that out. Then the Friends of Ringo Ishikawa. I talked about this recently. This was shown in the limited run showcase. It's not a limited run game, but it was sold through them. It's like a River City Ransom type of game where they don't hold your hand. It's pretty open world where you can go kind of do whatever you want to do. But like I said, very much in the kind of spirit of River City Ransom on NES. Got Outrun on the Sega Saturn. This is the Japanese version. So this is like part of like the Sega Ages collection. I've been wanting this game since I got back into like just playing Saturn and Saturn collecting like probably like a year ago plus. And this game was around like a $50 game, and it's done nothing but gone up. I was trying to get it for under $50, but this game has done nothing but gone up. Went ahead and ordered it. I've been playing this so much this week. It's a great freaking game. It's the best version of the Outrun. All right, next up is Bobble, also featuring Rainbow Islands. When I was basically putting together like the ROMs, I was being real specific as far as what ROMs I wanted to put in what emulators. I just didn't want every ROM in there, so I have to search through every ROM on my cabinet. My daughter, I came across like just Rainbow Islands. Never played it. And I was like, man, my daughter loves Rainbow. She would love this game. So she was playing it just on my Pi, and she was just eating it up, loving it, loving it, loving it. And then I actually played some. It's actually a pretty fun game, but she just loved it to death because it has rainbows and stuff. So I was looking into it, and there's a Rainbow Island on the NES, I think on the Master System, on the Genesis, and then I came across the one on the Saturn. So the one on the Saturn is actually the arcade version. So this is the and Rainbow Islands, for those of you who don't know, is pretty much is like Bubble Bobble 2. But the Bubble Bobble on here is the arcade version of Bubble Bobble, not the NES version. And the Rainbow Islands on here is the arcade version, not the NES version as well. And there's also a third game there, which is like an enhanced version of Rainbow Islands. So pretty cool game for the Saturn. Like I said, if you got $1 who loves rainbows, and if not, you don't have to be, you don't have to have a kid. It's actually, the Rainbow Islands is actually a pretty fun game, and Bubble Bobble is fun, a lot of fun as well. So just classic games, just in general. Pick that up on the Sega Saturn. And then lastly, I got a couple more Transformers. These are the last of the bunch of that I told you I'd gotten, like a bunch when I went out shopping, and I spread them out. This is Studio Series number 60. This is Scrapper. He's a Voyager class. He's part of the Devastator collection for the Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. And then also the other one that I got was Studio Series number 60, and this is Sentinel Prime from Transformers Dark of the Moon. It's probably my favorite Transformers movie, and just love Sentinel Prime in that movie. But yeah, that's it as far as pickup, guys, and everything else. As far as gaming, I've finished up my Raid and Trad review for that new series that I'm doing. That's up and available if you want to go ahead and check that out. I also had family in town, so I didn't do much gaming. I played quite a bit of Outrun actually before they came. Haven't played anything since they've been here. They're gone now. Kids are actually going out of town this week with the grandparents, so I should be able to get quite a bit of gaming in this week. I finally did wrap up my mod for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Arcade1Up cabinet. That's up and running. It's playing fantastic. I will do a video about that, kind of just to show you everything that I did. But I got a couple more cosmetic mods that I want to do first, and then I'll make a video kind of just going over everything. I'm actually modding my Galaga arcade starting this week, so hopefully I'll have that wrapped up by next week as well. Same thing, I'll probably do a video on both of those once I have them complete. But that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next week. Later.